So one thing I've been kind of looking at doing is, recently I've had quite a bit of interest in these NVs. So if you're looking out there in the distance, we're walking to it right now, but that's a Nissan NV, 35 or 2500, one of those. But this is a passenger version of it. And I would love to get one of these and build them out. So the beauty about these things is that they're based on the Nissan Frontier, right? Or Frontier, is that a Frontier? Whatever the full-size pickup is, that's what this is based on. So they don't come in four-wheel drive, but the four-wheel drive system out of that same vehicle, that Nissan pickup truck, works in this. So there's actually a few people that do conversions on these. So I would love to get one of these and convert it. Looks like we got a bumper here in the front. Not a luminous, not what I would go with. I like them a little bit more factory looking, but this is definitely heavy duty right here. But a very, very nice van. Hey, how you doing? Do you mind being on camera? All right, so what do we have going on here? I was just actually talking about how I've started looking at these vans and thinking about building one out myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is this? What do you have?
Nissan NV 2500.
Okay.
2012, so like one of the first ones that came out. They stopped making them about a year ago, though.
Oh, okay. So they don't make them anymore?
They just stopped. I found out at the show that they stopped making the Nissan vans last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the passenger van?
This van, the NV 200, they still make.
Okay. So
Yeah.
why did they stop making it? It's a cool van.
I think, first off, it hasn't really changed in 10 years. Second, I think with chip shortage, they got to pick their bets. And
Yeah.
if they weren't going to invest and build a whole new van, they'd probably just cut it loose.
Okay.
But I'd be surprised if they didn't come back with another van in the future.
Yeah. So you bought this four-wheel drive, or did you buy this
No,
2x2?
I bought it in 2017 as a two-wheel drive RV.
Okay.
And then I lifted it, had four-wheel drive added to it, put the sliders, the bumpers, redid the electrical, redid the refrigeration,
Okay.
redid the heating. Yeah.
All right. And it's just what kind of 4x4 system did you put in it?
Advanced 4x4s,
Okay, they're the
four-wheel
ones that
system.
did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
out of Salt Lake, a guy named Randy. It's great.
Okay.
So,
Very cool. So I hear that the four-wheel drive system in this comes straight out of their pickup truck. Is that correct?
yes and no. So in the older one, so there was a small change to the underside of this, like in 2016.
Okay.
So after 2016 or 17, you can take Titan parts.
Titan. That's what I was trying to.
and
yeah,
you
okay.
can build a four-wheel drive. And there's a dealership in Salt Lake that not only does the four-wheel drive conversion with Titan parts, they warranty the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool.
Okay.
With the 2016 and before, it's kind of a Frankenstein of Chevy parts under it.
Okay. All right. Very cool. So what do you do with this? Like, what was your idea of building it? You were like, I'm going to build a van. What for?
Traveling with my kids and my family. I like
Okay.
to do a lot of snowboarding. That's my through hiking backpack. So I just got done with a three-day hike in the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's kind of a segmented strategy to get up to Alaska and then down to the bottom part of South America over the next 3 years.
Very cool. So what's the sleeping situation like inside? I see you've got, is that the factory seat in the back?
Yep, that's how it came. So that folds forward,
Okay.
and then the back comes down, and that's a double bed. That's where I usually sleep. And then up at the top, there's a platform, and that basically slides out, and I put a queen size bed at the top for my kids. And then this awning is an awning room, and I can put a king size bed in the awning, and then I sleep in the hammock in the front.
All right. This is very cool. And the roof comes up. Who did the roof for you?
It was Roadtrek. It was part of the original RV. So I was able to kind of pick this up back in 2017 with 14,000 miles. For about $40,000, so it's like a great way to get started into it.
Okay, so this is not one of those passenger vans that you converted yourself. This is actually a kit that comes like this.
Roadtrek built 50 of these. They bought 50 vans in 2012, and they just slowly released them 2013, 2014, and they didn't make any more after. So this is a NV. Sorry, this is a in 600 or something like that, but it's a Roadtrek conversion.
Ah, okay.
So
kinda
they
like
got
a
me the base.
Winnebago Revel with
Yeah,
the Mercedes
yeah, yeah.
Sprinter, that kind of thing.
It's that kind of thing. They didn't make a lot of them, so if you find one and like this stuff, jump on
Buy
it.
it.
Yeah.
So how much was this when it came out, if you don't mind?
Oh, when it like new, I think it was like 70 or 80. So I got a
That's
pretty
back
good
in the good days.
back in the good days. When I got it, it was around 40.
Yeah, but these days, I mean, a Sprinter
yeah.
van is like 180, 200,000.
I mean, when you think about everything I've got into it, it's probably 60, 65.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm in the budget mobile compared to some of
Yeah,
these
yeah,
guys out
you
here.
are definitely winning right now. Just buying an NV van, I think they're
Yeah.
like $66,000. I was looking at them online.
Yeah.
They're just ridiculously expensive.
Well, everything has just gone up, so I feel pretty lucky that I found this before all the craziness.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Well, thanks for chatting
Yeah, no
with us.
problem, man.
Appreciate
Have a good
it.
one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. So it looks like it's got a storage box here in the back. Backwoods Adventure, I think, is what it is, if I'm reading that logo correctly. But this is perfect. I mean, this gets you out there to do the things that you need to do. He's actually in this and using it and, you know, living in it. So it looks like it's exactly that, used and lived in. So I like that. You got a spare wheel tire carrier over here. And it looks like he's running Goodyear 265 7017s, mud and snow rated, of course. Otherwise, what kind of four-wheel drive would it be? And go over here. You guys can pause this. Hopefully the reflections aren't making it hard to read, but you kind of have some of the modifications that they've done on this. It's got 30 amp solar, Victron energy. All right, Dometic fridge. That's kind of cool. I like it. And Paul Miller there, that's his email address. Paul Miller or millerhoo@gmail.com. All right, very cool. Trasharoo bag.